Hi and welcome to another video. Today we will be judging and rating all of the Met Gala outfits. And for you who are waiting for a monthly review video, I promise it's coming. Just be a bit more patient. So without further ado, let's just jump straight into it. First we have Zendaya's second look of the night, and she is giving my grandma on a funeral, but she also shoved a bouquet in her hair. Slide. Next we have Bad Bunny, who looks like he's ready to be a matador in Spain, which I respect the grind, but also, what are you doing, Mr. Bunny? Miss J-Lo just jumped back from all of her accusations that she had, wearing this incredible, she's kind of naked, but she's also not naked because she has lace and also her boobs are water, giving Kim Kardashian 2019. I loved it. We have one of my favorite looks of the night, Gigi Hadid, who looks like a rose coming out of a torn path. She has that beautiful old Hollywood style and old Hollywood makeup look with the beautiful red lipstick, as well as the black details on her dress representing the thorns with the flowers coming out of it. I love it. It looks beautiful. We have Miss Cardi B, who I think went for something of a Maleficent vibe, but to me, she just looked like she took all of the tulle that the store had and put it into one big dress and then put the leftovers on her head. Miss Kendall Jenner, she was in Givenchy, and she was wearing this Arabian-inspired time slip, the Princess Jasmine red outfit-esque outfit with this V-slit both on her end of her waistline and in the beginning of her crotch area. I think she looks beautiful, she looks elegant, she looks timeless. She does not look like she prepared for the team. We have Miss Sarah Jessica Parker and her husband Andy Cohen. He is getting tomato, a boring black suit. He could have been a waiter, I probably wouldn't have guessed. While Miss Sarah Jessica Parker is giving wedding topper. I respect that, but also I really don't. Next up we have Ashley Graham, who just looks like a straight up dominatrix. Like, girly, I think you missed the party you were supposed to attend, and even her face in this picture. We have Nicole Kidman in Balenciaga, who looks like she ripped her pretty white dress they gave her and put some of Cardi's leftover tulle under it and made sure to give it like a little peekaboo moment. I mean, I love her, but she also did not kind of slay. Lil Nas X was in Loire, and he wore this beautiful sandy piece that I honestly think fits the theme quite well. It looks sandy, it has different textures, different layers. It's experimental, but it doesn't look like he's doing it on purpose to be just provocative. It looks like there was some thought put into it. We have Miss Gwendoline Christie, aka one of the three sister witches from that one Halloween movie, but she is their fourth long lost sibling who got her hair fried at the, beauty salon. I think she fits the theme amazingly, but she does look like that. Miss Emma Chamberlain and Jean-Paul Gaultier looks beautiful. She is also giving naked, but in black lace. And did y'all see that one girl on TikTok who made her dress? She was super sweet. She looked amazing. I think the cape was an extra, and I am not sure, but a part of her dress looks like a random sword. And I was so confused when I first saw this because it was like 3 a.m. and I was dead tired. So we have Miss Lana Del Rey in Alexander McQueen she is beautiful. She is giving Sleeping Beauty with all the thorns around her and her beautiful veil that looks like draping sand, like time is passing and she's frozen in time. And even the little rose is a detail. This is definitely one of my favorite looks of the night. She looks incredible. She looks gorgeous, and the thorns and the actual branches she's wearing on her head look incredible. Next up, we have Zendaya's first look, which is definitely one of my favorites. She's in Mice and Margiela by Jean Giuliano, and she is giving Eve in the Garden of Eden. It's a beautiful green corset that's wrapped with this almost plasticky white and satiny fabric, and she has grape details all over her. She's giving Dionysus and Eve at the same time. Next up, we have Miss Emily Ratajkowski in Versace and Chopard, and actually I meant Versace. I apologize, Miss Donatella, please don't attack me. She is giving J-Lo, but cheaper version. She got it off of AliExpress, and she ended up in one of those Hopescope videos, Expectations versus Reality. Miss Michelle Yeoh was in Balenciaga, and I really love her as an actress, but she just looks like she robbed an aluminum foil store and made sure to be the best person in there, but pop off, I think. I think the aluminum store loves her. Next up, we have Elsa Pataki and Chris Hemsworth in Tom Ford, and they are giving beachy, sandy nude tones. They are giving we are sand. We did not want to make a spectacle about us, but we made sure to follow the theme, and I respect that. At least they followed through. They did what they were supposed to. I really love that for them. Miss Naomi Campbell looks like she was late to a roaring 20s party and then turned up to the Met Gala because she really had nothing else that weekend going on. I respect the grind, did not slay that much at all, but it's fine. We have Miss Irina Shayk, who I have to mention simply because I personally love her. She looks very cheap, very chuggy, but she is slaying and she is very shiny. I love her. I love that for her. Honestly, she ate that. We have Miss Dua Lipa and Marc Jacobs and Tiffany & Co. And I don't know who did her. She looks like she just took a random a big ostrich leather, put it on top of her, then took white shapewear and 3 different blankets, wrapped it around her and called it a day, and made sure her hair was extra greasy. Miss Greta Gerwig looks like she came straight from a funeral. I respect that. I also look like that, but I don't go to the Met Gala. We have another very dear actress of mine, Miss Amanda Seyfried. She is wearing Prada, and she is giving my grandma's aluminum foil, which is an upgrade because of this little flowery design that everyone seemed to want to incorporate. Also, a pro tip to the stylists, just because the flowers are purple doesn't mean her lipstick has to be. We have another slay, Miss Ariana Grande in Loewe, and she absolutely delivered. She looks like an angel. She looks outworldly, almost alienish, but in a beautiful, pretty ethereal galaxy way, not in that one dude from that one movie way. Alright, speed round. Kylie Jenner and Oscar de la Renta. I saw a YouTuber call her a mean girl, and honestly she is giving, but not in that way a mean girl Regina George, but she looks like she's just a bitch, but she is always giving waist, always giving body. She never follows the theme, she always does the same thing, but she bodies it every time, although I will say she overdid it on the hair gel. Everything else looks great. Wash your hair next time. We have Mr. Usher, who is giving Maleficent the godmother with a bloody rose. Honestly, this is how you do a manly look. He has my attention. He's not over trying, and I love it. Just get rid of the cowboy hat. We have Miss Lily James in Erdem and Boucheron, and she is giving nothing. I am not sure what these look like, but they look like something I cannot say on YouTube, but I am pretty sure everyone knows what those things look like. Miss Kiki Palmer and Marc Jacobs look like she got an upgrade from our previous aluminum foil star, and now she has different types of aluminum foil and even chainmail. So we love that for her. She did an amazing job of being an aluminum foil queen. We have Tiana Taylor, which is also one of my favorite looks of the night. She has this bright blonde wig, although she could have merged the lace better, I'll give her that. And then this beautiful red mini, but the cape that fits so well after it. Maybe I would have changed the toenail color not to be blue when her entire look is red, but genuinely no notes. I loved it. Miss Sarah Paulson in Prada looks questionable. She looks like my grandma, and she's not that age. I don't know her dress her, but my queen deserves a refund, especially that little mustache in her hair. Whoever did it, crime and punishment. Next up we have Cynthia Erivo and Tom Brown. Anyway, she looks good. She is giving, I just graduated from college, but I got thrown all of those little confetti flowers on myself, and she pulls it off, I will say. I would have probably ditched the little tie and tie peekaboo moment, but that's just a me thing. Another one who slayed, sadly, is Mindy Kaling in Gaurav Gupta. She looked amazing. She looks like sand dunes moving. She could have easily took Zendaya's role in that movie in that dress. She is giving Dune, and I appreciate that. We have another one of my faves in Oscar de la Renta, which is Miss Pamela Anderson. She looks incredible. The headpiece, the no makeup, the beautiful just little sleeve detail and long train. She is simple, but she is elegant, and she's pulling it off so well and fits the theme. See, it's not that hard. Next up we have Rosalia, who is to me very dear, but I don't know what they did to her. They gave her this widow-esque veil with a random big-ass chunky necklace that matches nothing, and then she was given business casual, but a peplum cape. Next up we have Mr. Jack Harlow in Dior, and King, just because you came in a gray suit doesn't make you fit the theme. I appreciate the tries and reviews of you, but no. Another amazing look that honestly I don't know who she is and I don't know who the designer is. It's Aurora James in Anna Corey. She is wearing this beautiful sandy skirt but with this darker sand leathery color on top, and it's cinching her in the waist, and her hair even looks good. She looks like she spent some time in the desert, but not in a greasy way. Overall, she slayed. I don't know who she is, but she definitely slayed. Also have Miss FK Twigs, who looks like she just got a bunch of uncrocheted yarn and just made one giant coat, and then because she couldn't go naked, she put some crystals on top of the rest of her. Like, honestly, she's an icon, she's a legend. I would burn the outfit. Next, we have another fave of mine. It's Tyla in Balmain. She looks incredible, like a live sand sculpture. She looks like an art piece, like, and the hourglass she's holding, she fits it perfectly. Tyla is genuinely one of my new favorite pop girlies, and I am living for her at the moment. Next, we have another big win. It's Elle Fanning in Balmain and Cartier. She looks like Aurora when she just woke up and the birds are helping her get ready. And I know that's the vibe she was going for. But the hair, her aura, the body oil that they put, the little birds, everything looks incredible. The jewelry fits perfectly. I love the no necklace moment. It's amazing. She definitely carried it throughout. I will give one shout out to Prada, and that's Amanda Gorman in Prada. She looks like Cinderella, and honestly, I don't think she fits the theme, but she looks like Cinderella, and that's always a bonus. We have Miss Paloma Elser in H&M, and H&M should never be allowed to do couture ever. They give my girly pop a blanket, and then they wrapped that blanket in another blanket and said it was a skirt, and then did a very poor plasticky corset and got it a day and said it doesn't matter if it feathers your body type, rock it. So I respect the attitude. I do not respect whoever designed her. I am not a big fan of Nicki Minaj, but I have to admit that she slayed this. She looks like one of those little dolls that you find, like a little matryoshka, but modern and not Russian, and not at all like a matryoshka. But she looks amazing. The flowers, the yellow, it's all very bold, very fitted. I love the exaggerated A-line princess silhouette. She looks very, very, appropriate to the theme. She looks flowery. Another big win was Miss Sydney Sweeney, or Billie Eilish too. She looks like evil Cinderella, but only thing I would have ditched were the latex gloves. I think they were an unnecessary detail. I think it would have looked so much better without them. But overall, the dress is stunning. Like, I love Miu Miu. They carried it. I think it's a very bold move for her to pull black hair off, and she looks really good doing it. We have Doja Cat in Vêtements. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm really sorry. Or maybe CVT means. I don't know. She is literally just wearing a big t-shirt dress that she wet. There was no effort put into this look, and there's probably a meaning, but I do not know the meaning, so I'm sorry. Another slay was Miss Kim Kardashian, like my queen Oogie would say, in Maison Margiela. She is looking incredible. She is giving hourglass. The metal that starts from being very concentrated and then drips down of her, and then up there that little cardigan that's giving desert vibes. I love it. She looks amazing. She pulls off the blonde hair. She looks incredible. Everything is a win. We have Miss Erykah Badu in Comme des Garçons. I don't know what they did to her. They gave her 3 puffer jackets, a Marge Simpson haircut, and said she should make it work. She did not. I apologize, Miss Erykah. I think you tried. It just didn't look good. Miss Sabrina Carpenter looks like a wave. Like, genuinely, I mean that in the best way possible. Her hair is so princessy, and she has like this black fitted bodycon dress on top, and then boom, a wave that goes from blue to white to basically mimic sea foam. She looks like a mermaid in the best way possible. Like, Oscar de la Renta really carried it this year. They did an amazing job with everyone. I loved it so much. We have Miss Serena Williams, who is not only a queen in tennis, but is in Balenciaga and Messica, a queen of aluminum foil, but this time gold, with 2 capes, because why would you have 1 cape when you can have 2 capes? Lewis Hamilton wore Burberry and Brioni Raymond, and honestly, my friend is such a big fan of him that I can't say anything bad about this look because I've seen it like 20,000 times. So because I love her so much, I'm going to say that he slayed, and honestly he did. Even objectively, he slayed. Next, we have Wes Gordon and Shakira in Carolina Herrera and Cartier. And Wes, 0 points. You did not try tomato, tomato, tomato. Shakira, I actually like the look, but it reminds me of that one red dress that Zendaya wore before, and I just can't shake that feeling, and I feel really bad when designers and artists just kind of do something very similar to another designer and basically take away, and that would be fine in any other night other than the Met Gala. Like, this is the biggest event in fashion, and you said, let's just recycle that dress that Zendaya wore one time and add some puff sleeves and a big ass train, because why not? Miss Penelope Cruz was in Chanel, and respectively, not the biggest fan of Chanel. She delivered. She is giving evil stepmother in the best way possible. She understood the theme of Sleeping Beauty. I love that for her. Next, we have Cara Delevingne and Stella McCartney in Vrij? I am not sure. She is giving a skirt for an ethereal cottagecore photo shoot versus Joan of Arc on top. That is not a crossover I thought I would see, and definitely not for this team. So I'm sorry, Miss Delevingne, this was not your year. Next, we have Zendaya's stylist, La Roche, and I love his coat. I think it's very original with the molded flowers, not the coat, the blazer, with the molded flowers, the molded leaves. He looks good. Then a snake necklace looks good, but I hate that he didn't match the shade of his blazer and pants. I hate it. It bothers me so much. He is a professional stylist. He should have known better. Storm Reid in a Coach in Pomeltello, and the Coach bag could not be louder. First, she decorated it how I decorate my bags, and that's fine, but there is a reason why I'm not getting invited to the Met Gala. So, they gave her a beautiful, long, silky, pale green / goldy skirt on the bottom, and then just gave her a sheen bodysuit on top, and she stole her father's jacket because she was cold. Queen, why did you do that? There were so many better options, but doesn't matter. Mr. Jonathan Bailey was in Loewe, and all he did was put 2 flowers and a white blazer, and he thought he ate. You can see it in his face that he definitely thought he ate. My dude, you did not. You actually just look very basic, but also annoying with those big ass flowers. You did not help anyone. We have another very dear actress to me. That's Camila Mendes in Aluzzara and Effie Jewelry and Joseph Aluzzara. I am so sorry, I probably butchered a lot of these. Camila looks good. She looks a little boring, but the color is giving sand, the roses are beautiful, and honestly, I'm kind of digging the slick back baby hairs. It looks good on her. I don't know. It's not what I would wear to the Met Gala, but to a different gala, yeah, I'd say she slayed. We have the world-famous supermodel Anok Yai in Swarovski, and she is giving mermaid, she is giving sea, she is giving I bedazzled my entire body, but somehow for me, it works, and I love that for her. She literally just looks ethereal. I can't hate it, definitely. We have Madeline Klein and Tommy Hilfiger. This dress is just boring. It looks like she had a couple of bed sheets. I think there was an idea here that they were trying to do, but they most definitely failed in the execution of it. Miss Iman Hammam was in Swarovski, and she, honestly, to me, although some of these pieces look cheap, a little chuggy, I know it's probably worth more than my entire country. It doesn't make me think it looks less chuggy, but she has such an attitude and face card that she pulls it off, so I don't mind. I've just complimented Chanel, and then they pull up like this for Tessa Thompson. They didn't even let my girl she didn't even have staff to take a random basket. No, she had to come up on the red carpet with it. Okay, they gave her a random body contrast and then a grandma shawl thingy with a bunch of peplum layers and just tied it around. She looks old, and she isn't old. She should not look like that. I am so sorry for her, honestly. Next up, we have Lizzo in Wincinato, and I am not the one to hate on people just because of how they look, but sometimes you just have to realize that putting a cone on someone's head will not make them look appealing, nor high fashion either. I mean, I like the dress. I think the dress is well done. It matches her skin color, so she suits that slightly naked but also sandy trend and all. And honestly, I would say she served if it wasn't for the cone on her head. Like everything else is a slay. I respect that. We have Miss Camila Cabello in Ludovic de Saint Sernin. First of all, why did they let her with her roots grown out on the Met Gala carpet? Maybe it's a look she's pulling off, I am not sure, but it looks weird in a messy ponytail with no effort. She also just stole my pencil case and went on it as a clutch on the red carpet. And like, I don't know, the dress itself looks like a DIY arts and crafts project with those little holes in the bottom. I know what it's supposed to represent, and I love my girl Camilla. Genuinely, like, I really have all the best to say about her, but whoever did her very dirty. We have a sibling duo of Jaden Smith in Tom Brown and Willow Smith in Dior. I thought both of them were in Chanel because of how much they were giving Karl Lagerfeld, and I hate to break it to you, that was the team for last year. Just hop on a little time machine and you'll be right on team on my best dress list, I promise. We have Mr. Ed Sheeran, who looks like a male Cinderella, but like also he got lost. He just ended up there, and well, yeah, he's so me. Like there is not a light in that man's eyes. I honestly respect that. Like me too, bro. Me too. We have Miss Ugbad Abidi in. I am going to butcher this name. I am really sorry. Atelier Prabal Gurung and Pasquale Bruni. If I got one word right, please give me a shout out. She looks incredible. I don't know what about this combo, even though it's so frantic, I love it so much. She looks so good. The headpiece, her makeup, her facial features, like she's so like elfy. Basically, the brown-esque, like sandy dress that fades into that silver. She just looks like an hourglass, but one of those decorated silver ones you have, you know, maybe when you brush your teeth or something. Queen Demi Lovato was in Atelier Prabal Gurung. My friend is going to kill me for butchering these fashion names. I apologize deeply. What are the pointy boobs? Why? I usually love the pointy boobs trend, don't get me wrong. I think it looks so good on so many people, but to me, Demi Lovato looks like she's blocking my entrance to the club, and, you know, she's giving me $5 flight already. The train was not blended well into the dress. I think the dress itself is done well, but maybe it's not flattering for her. I think at least they could have given her a different top part. Maybe then it would have been better, or at least an updo with her hair, you know, something. We have Miss Lafe, who is giving Princess Aurora in every single sense of the way. The pink dress, the tulle, the little flower, even the little pink veil. Honestly, the skirt to me is the only thing that's giving Party City me when I was 10 at like our Halloween party. That's what's giving me. Other than that, though, the top is beautiful and princessy. She looks beautiful and princessy, and I'm so happy she was invited. So genuinely, no notes. We have another tennis queen, Maria Sharapova, in, oh my god, Atelier Prabal Gurung and Chopard. I know how to say Chopard. She looks like a tennis ball, and I am not sure about that on purpose. If it was, it's kind of genius. If it was not, I'm sorry, Miss Shaparova. Really, my bad. But genuinely, I think I like this little. Maybe she should have just steamed it, you know, went to a dry cleaning or something. I hear it's pretty cheap these days. Another one of my favorites is Alia Bakht in Sabyasachi. I hope, I'm really sorry. She is wearing a sari and it's having all of her cultural motifs, but it's matching the theme, the Garden of Time. And she looks so pretty. I love it so much. It looks so good on her. We have Miss Amelia Gray in Undercover and Messica, and she looks like a fish tank, but except fishes, it's flowers and it's yellow, and she got her shoes off of Stradivarius. We have Rachel Zegler in Chopard and Michael Kors. I think they switched. She was not in Chopard, she was in Michael Kors, but there is a lag on the website as I'm looking at it now. She was in Michael Kors. She is also giving Cinderella, and the dress to me is kind of meh, but I think the big ass train is what saves it this time. Like, she looks good, honestly. a little, like, I didn't expect much from Michael Kors, but because Dakan's my bias and she's their ambassador and things, I really wanted them to slay. And with Rachel, they kind of did. So good job, Michael Kors. Don't disappoint me next year. Dakan to the Met Gala. My queen, Charlie XCX, was in Marnie, and she looks like she tried to do the, clean girl bun, but it kind of failed in the middle of the process, and she just left it as is. Her makeup is like she went to a gothic party and then just forgot to switch out, She just took off the face paint and was like, it's fine. And the dress is actually pretty. I actually kind of dig it. I don't think it fits the theme, but I feel like the hair and makeup are just not giving me, well, actually anything. Miss Queen Mother Donatella Versace is obviously in Versace, and she's also one of my favorite looks of the night. The bottom of her dress are all of these scattered feathers and just pieces of fabric, and all of them are ribbed and meshy, and then it flows at the waist and goes up beautifully on top, making a circle around her neck. She looks like seafoam or something like waves, and I think she looks gorgeous. Definitely a big fan. Another actress dear to my heart is Brie Larson in Prada and Fred Leighton. They gave her this ugly ass orange beady midi dress that hits on a very awkward angle, a too small pair of shoes, and a tent. Sebastian Stan wore Cartier, and he looked greasy. The coat looks beautiful, and the little thing that they wrapped around his waist also looks gorgeous. He looks good, but with his hair, Latour beard, and sunglasses, he looks like he was hangover for 2 days and was forced to be here. Honestly a mood, but not the mood from the Met Gala. Demi Moore was in Harris Reed and Cartier, and she looks like an orchid in the best way possible. I love it. It's so dramatic. It's such a queen. I love it. Only nitpick, I would put her hair up. Another big queen is Harris Reed in Harris Reed. She is amazing. She looks like a Renaissance painting in the best way possible. Her hair is giving Eve, just gorgeous, gorgeous girl. The one and only Kylie Minogue was in Diesel, and I am a fan of the dress. I think the dress is a mishmash of the denim material with the sandy part that fit well, but then her hair and makeup once again ruin it. Not everything needs a bold red lip. Next up, we have Miss Jenny Kim, who she is serving. I don't like the look though. I like the look, but not for this theme. She didn't follow the theme. This is truly a time for maxi dresses, and I love Jenny, and I know she loves her minis, but this one random train isn't enough. Though I will say she definitely made me thirst when I saw her on the train, like on the carpet. I think she looked incredible. I just feel like this was a moment for a maxi dress. We have Oliver Roosting in Balmain, and I wasn't going to review him, but my king put his own face on a shirt. That is a level of narcissism I have not reached yet, and honestly, he might be the final boss. Well, next we have Mother Queen Kris Jenner and Corey Gamble and Oscar de la Renta, and they are giving Vatican. I mean, I knew Kris Jenner was everything, but I did not know she was the Pope. We have Dove Cameron and Damiano David in Diesel. I'm not sure who was invited, who was the plus one, but they both look okay. I think Damiano would look really good if he just shaved off the mustache, and I feel like they chose a bit too nude. Not a good shade of nude for Dove and her skin tone. They should have chosen something paler for the nude look to really be able to be pulled off. Otherwise, like this, it just looks a little wrong. And last but not least are Stray Kids, who were also dressed by Tommy Hilfiger, who look like a bunch of sailors. I don't think they were the right choice as a group to go here, because only Felix is someone who definitely has an impact in the fashion industry, and they showed up wearing plain. I had higher hopes, especially since they're K-pop men, but I don't think Tommy Hilfiger delivered this year. Thank you so much for watching my commentary, and I will definitely be seeing you in the next one if I ever finish with editing this video.